So there we go on that. And I think we are off and running. So I want to welcome everybody to the Zoom today. This is Robert Burns, and we're going to get this party started right now. So we are wondering how to get the Zoom off of the toolbar. Hang on a minute. There. How about that? It actually even worked. A few more adjustments on this computer and I'll have it down. There's some things that are missing here that are on my one at home that I'm discovering one by one. Okay, here we are. I want to just go through this risk disclaimer for everybody's benefit. All the information that we're sharing is for training and educational purposes, and nothing or no one on this call is offering investment advice or financial advice. If you need advice, seek a professional financial advisor. Sharing is only our personal opinion, and observations are for information only and is being presented for documentary purposes. This information may represent exceptional, not typical results. Members have the option to receive commissions. Your results could be different. Profit amounts cannot be guaranteed. There is a high level of risk involved when trading leveraged products such as Forex and CFDs, which is contracts for difference. It is possible that you may lose the entire amount of your account balance. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Only trade with money you can afford to lose. That phrase right there is kind of the punchline in this whole thing, because trading is risky and things can quite unexpectedly happen from time to time. You should not trade or invest unless you fully understand the true extent of your exposure to the risk of loss, and copy trading services imply additional risks to your investment due to the nature of such products. If the risks involved seem unclear to you, please again seek a professional financial advisor for independent advice. This option is not available to people in certain countries for legal or religious reasons. If necessary, ask your sponsor for a list of excluded countries. Never risk funds you cannot afford to lose. In other words, not the money for groceries or the electric bill or anything that would fit on that. You can't live without it. It would be not prudent to risk that money. And always look to withdraw your initial risk capital as soon as it is earned. De-risk is what we call that. So anything after that received is pure profit. So for those that don't know me, my name is Robert Burns. I am 65 years old, just hit the senior citizen mark. It's just truly remarkable that threshold has been crossed, but I just did just a couple of weeks back. I live in the Seattle area normally, in Seattle, Washington, in the USA. As I speak, I'm in Braun, Romania, and here with my wife, and our daughter is going to be giving birth very soon. My son lives in Montana. So we're very excited about, having some time with our daughter and her husband here. And that's why we came, and we're going to be spending some time here. For fun, I love to fly fish and play bass guitar. And on my professional resume, the common theme in all the stuff that I do is financially related products. I gravitate toward those. I've marketed other things, and invariably I come back to things that involve math. I like math, and I like Forex for that reason. I like real estate. I like crypto. That's the common theme in all. And I like to do internet marketing and team building, and that's something I've been doing for a long while, both of those. And that's something that's so exciting in this space, because this space has no boundaries, really. In other words, there are certain countries we can't do it in, one of which is the country that I'm from. As a U.S. citizen, I cannot sign up for what you're about to see. However, my wife and my daughter, because they're dual citizens, they're Romanian citizens and U.S. citizens, they're able to, which is how I'm able to be here. So with that, here's what we're going to go over today. We're going to get into what copy trading is, why this is a solid broker, how to go about getting your risk reduced a great deal by making withdrawals as quickly as you can, and then show you how you can compound your money and make a lot of money very rapidly. So what is copy trading? Copy trading is something that probably the best way I could put it is once you're set up, you don't have to touch a thing. It will just run. And, when you're asleep, when you are traveling someplace like I just was, it's working on your behalf without you being there. Copy trading is as passive as it gets. And that's something that's such a powerful thing. You can employ a human trader. They can trade on your behalf. You can employ a robotic trader. They can trade on your behalf. In either case, those trading strategies hopefully produce profits. Sometimes there are losses, but hopefully they produce profits. And then when they do, that shows up in your account automatically. As far as the broker here, this was one of the things that caught my attention really quickly. When I ran across Robert Russell had a post on Facebook and I saw this broker name, I was all the more intrigued because I had done research on this broker before I really met Robert. And somehow I was on his Facebook page. Something caught my eye apparently in the past. I subscribed to it and I saw this post that one day that was talking about copy trading and RoboForex. And when I saw RoboForex, actually my interest went up because I had researched this broker and it was on a very short list of brokers that I wanted to be a client of because they had very good ratings, very good reviews. They've been around a long time, which is not always an indication of validity, but often can be. They have 4.5 million clients in 169 countries worldwide, have won all kinds of awards. So these are things that don't happen accidentally or don't happen, instantly. You have to establish that credibility over time, and they definitely have, and they definitely have it. So this company is regulated in the country of Belize in the Caribbean. They have a license there called the FSC license, which is a trading license in that jurisdiction. They also are a participant in the Financial Commission, which is a coalition or a consortium of different Forex companies that all get together and say, okay, if we as a group have a member company, let's say RoboForex, that has a dispute with a client, if the client prevails in an independent arbitration, then the client will be awarded, in other words, and that happens from time to time where you have a dispute with a broker. You have coverage here up to 20,000 euros in the event you prevail in that dispute. And so it's a peace of mind thing to know that they're really, really making the effort to do things correctly. These are the different instruments that are available to you to trade, to anybody to trade. Cryptocurrencies, Forex, stocks, indices. The two that we're doing most of, although there are some folks doing cryptocurrencies, but the two that are really the most popular clearly are Forex and the indices. Indices is a kind of an artificial index or a synthetic index. It's like the Dow Jones Industrial Average. You bet it's going to go up or it's going to go down. And if you bet correctly, then you predict correctly, then you make money. If you, of course, the opposite is true if you predict incorrectly. The DAX, which is the DAX, is the name for the German 40. It's the top 40 industrial companies in Germany. US 30 is the name for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Those are a couple of examples of indices, and it's a very popular, those are very popular instruments, and people can make a lot of money in that arena. Forex is short for foreign currency exchange. That is a currency pair. The euro on one side and the USD on the other side would be an example of that. So if you're believing that the euro is going to go up, you would put a long trade, one that when it's going to move up in direction, that would be the euro going up and the dollar going down. And there's a whole bunch of different pairs, of course, of the common one, the majors, and then there's some ones that are more exotic. But those are the popular instruments out there. Additionally, there are ETFs, which are exchange traded funds, soft commodities, things like coffee, cocoa, sugar, etc. Energies, that would be oil, natural gas, heating oil. And then, excuse me, another popular set of instruments is metals. They're listing this here as ones that are trialed, but I don't think certainly gold and silver are on trial. Indeed, they're very popular, very volatile, especially gold. It can be very, very lucrative, or it can punish you on certain days depending on what happens. These again are the awards that the company has won. They're very consistently performing, and a very good company. Now, the information on the traders, and again here I don't want to belabor the point, but never risk funds you can afford to lose. You cannot afford to lose, I should say. Only risk funds you can afford to lose, and always look to withdraw your initial risk capital as soon as it is earned. And I'll show you something here in just a minute that gives a good example of that very thing. So let me get that slide. In fact, this one. We're going to show you right now something, again, there are a variety of traders that are out there. You can have human traders, you can have robotic traders. There are pluses and minuses to both. This is one that Robert actually turned me on to that I relatively recently ran across and like. This is a robotic trading strategy, and the specific trader here get together with the person that invited you, and they can share with you how to get your hands on this. But a few things just to point out to you, and I'm realizing I don't have another one of my tools, which is my pointer here, but hopefully you can see my mouse. Daily return on this particular trader is 0.98. It's almost 1%. Monthly is 20.35, and this trader has been trading since April 10th. So we don't have really a full month's picture here, but at the clip they're going, it would be over a 20% return. Drawdown, pretty low, under 10% at 8%. Drawdown is when you have trades that are in the market and the trade has gone into the negative. In other words, to the extent that in this case, it was 8%, as much as 8% of the account, and that's called a floating loss. It doesn't become a realized loss until you close those trades. So that's an unrealized loss, or also known more commonly as a drawdown. So the objective here is to have that number be relatively low. This is a little bit high, but robots typically do that. In fact, this robot makes more money when that drawdown goes up, and it may go up a bit over that also, I am told. So this one, this account was started with $1,152 on April 10th. It is now $1,360. So overall gain 20%. And as you can see, it's just clipping along. Occasionally, this yellow line is the drawdown there. It got into a little bit of drawdown and then right away turned around, went right up. And this is the type of thing that you like to see, is up and to the right, sometimes flat, but you don't want to see that red line dip down. That's what you don't want. You want it just to continue to increase and to go up and to the right. And so this is something that's an example of a trader that a trading strategy that we're excited about. And one of the things that you can do, I said I'd mention this in de-risking, is you see here, we've got $1,152 of a cap, $1,153 of initial investment capital, or seed money as it's known. The objective is to get that back as quick as you can. I mean, literally, like if you wanted to if you wanted to do this, you could do it every day. It's your money. You can do what you want. You could withdraw every day. You could withdraw every week. You could say, I'll wait until it doubles and then I'll withdraw that amount. And then I have recovered my initial capital as quickly as possible. That's up to you as to how you do that. Do we advocate you do that? Yes, because that way you reduce your risk. In other words, if in this account, I got back $1,153 and then I still have $1,153 in there, I've recovered all of my capital, and then I'm trading on the profits that were generated by the system and by the strategy. I literally have de-risked 100%. So that's the objective over time. And how you do withdrawals is with Visa, MasterCard, the major methods of making deposits and doing withdrawals. You can use either Visa or MasterCard. You also can do wire transfers. And also crypto in many countries, UK being conspicuously not one of those, unfortunately. but many different, I think all, Robert, and correct me if I'm wrong here, all EU countries have crypto, do they not?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. And same thing with, I know that Romania does, and it was relatively recent that the EU got crypto. African countries have had it for a while. Countries in Central and South America have had it for a while. So that's another method that provides a higher degree of flexibility. And then there are others, depending on the country. Skrill, NetTeller may be available. Yeah, see, not applicable for EU clients. So you'd have to look at what's available in your particular country. But there are ways that are generally considered very, very easy and very quick to get your money out. So that's in and out, deposit and withdrawal. What I want to show you now is one of the things that is such a powerful idea with this concept. And I want to show you this because a lot of people kind of know about compounding, but it's not something that maybe you've seen an actual example of. And I want to use this example right here. You see here, we've got a 0.98% return daily on this one. Now, this may go down, it may go up depending on this strategy, but let's use the one that's actually here because it actually generated it. And let's compound that over a year's period of time. So I'm going to get a piece of software up here, assuming my system behaves here. And this is a compound calculator. I'm going to put in the $1,153 that I started with on that account. I'm going to put in 0.98. That's daily. Now, the higher the frequency that you have of compounding, the more powerful it is. So if you compound over a week, that's one thing. If you compound over a month, that's a different thing. And it can be, oh, look who showed up. I didn't even see John Harding sneak in here. Welcome, John. John is a buddy of mine who's in the US. He's a farmer. We call him Farmer John. Good man, that one. Okay, so I'm going to put in a year and I'm going to say include all days of the week, yes or no. What do you think? Should it be all days of the week or should it be just 5 days a week? Well, I'm going to answer it should be 5 days a week. And the reason is that's when the Forex market is open. Although you may use this calculator for crypto and other instruments, in which case you would choose all days of the week, meaning every day. But in this case, because it is Forex, we're going to use 5 days. Now I'm going to calculate. Now, let me have you, let's have a little fun here. What do you think this 1153 is going to turn into in 1 year? Go ahead and type your answer in chat. I just want to, this is now the participation phase. Type your answer in chat. What do you think that 1153 is going to turn into in 1 year at 0.98% average daily compounding? Crickets. 10K. We've got an answer from Irish. Yes. Okay. John? John has actually got his laptop on a tractor. This man is, he's out riding around on a tractor and he's got his laptop doing trading while he's rolling around on a tractor. Good thing those things have a GPS, Harding, you know, keep those rows straight. Okay, do we have any other answers? Last call for answers. Another 1.5, another 1.5 million. That may be a bit rosy, Janet. 31,342.50. Thanks, John. Down to the penny. Okay, here we go. Drum roll. Bada bing, bada boom. That $1,100 would turn into $14,000. That's an 1,174.8% return. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why Albert Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. You just saw it. I mean, how insanely cool is that? You know, you start out the month of May, you're going to make a $289 profit, assuming that 0.98 stays constant. By July, it's 406. By November, it's almost $1,000. By April, the following year, it's $2,700. And you can see your balance increase over in the right-hand side here. Your total amount actually is now $14,698 in a year. And you start to see why people really gravitate toward this arena, because you can't get that at the bank, at least not the banks in the USA. I mean, they're pathetic with the amount of return you get. You'd have to wait a long while to get anything meaningful. In fact, there's an argument that you're actually going backwards because of inflation. But you get the idea. And then we can do things like, well, what if at that point, and see, here's what I want to have you focus on. Remember, it was $1,156 that we started with, or 1153, excuse me. So it would be 2,306. So somewhere in between right here and right here, you have recovered, you have enough that you could take out your 1153 and be just trading with the profit that was generated somewhere between August and September. Actually, excuse me, between July and August. You would be able to take your money back out, and then you're trading 100% on profit. Again, that's what we call de-risking. That's something that is a very desirable thing. Could you take out profits along the way? Yes, you could. Could you do it every day? Absolutely, you could. So that's your choice as to how you do that. Is it something we advocate you do? Yes, because that will then get you risk-free, which is the objective here. Then every nickel, every dime, every pence, every quid, I've learned a new word. every quid you make, it's risk-free. Pretty good deal. So let's get this back on track here. That's compounding. Now let's see, where are we going from here? So what I've shown you is I've shown you copy trading. I've shown you why this broker is very well thought of. Withdrawals, how to do those, and I've shown you how to compound daily. Just a quick commercial plug. Monday at 8 p.m. GMT, that's noon Pacific time where I'm from, that is 10 p.m. Romania time where I am. Every Monday, we have a master class. This is where we roll up our sleeves and show people how to get plugged in and how to get started and how to get things rolling. So that's something that you'll want to be aware of. This is a perfect opportunity for the new person. Get together with the person that invited you to this event, get their link, get registered. Secondly, get the PDF. Robert has done a terrific job of creating a PDF that has screenshots, and in some cases, there are video links underneath the screenshots to help you walk through step by step how to get plugged in here. And then if you can do that prior to coming to the class on Monday, you'll have better questions when you show up on Monday, if there are any remaining questions, and then you could get them all answered and all buttoned up. On every Wednesday, we have a presentation like this one. It's an overview, an opportunity webinar that takes place at the same time. That one is led by Robert. And then every Saturday, we do this one, which is this is the one that takes place at 4 p.m. GMT, 6 p.m. Romanian time, noon Pacific time where I'm from. And then we get into the following this event, we'll hit the pause button on the stream and then get into Q&A and some of the very same enrollment questions right now today. So if you're interested in going ahead, it'd be a fine time to get a message to your sponsor, the person that referred you here, your introducer, that you'd like to get a link to register. It doesn't cost anything to register, by the way, so you can kind of get your feet wet and getting into the system. And now what I want to get into is I want to show you how you can make money here as an affiliate or a partner. So, and this is optional completely. You can be a customer, a client. We love you. In other words, you don't have to talk to anybody. You can be a secret agent completely. But if you decide, hey, this is pretty cool, I'd like to tell people about it, you can earn money and accelerate the money with which you're trading also, or you can withdraw that affiliate money and pay for groceries, whatever you want to do. It's your money. These are some of the key things. It's simple. It works. You can add it, as I just said, to your trading account, or you can withdraw it, and you can add it. When you do add it to your trading account, it increases the compounding number dramatically. There are no payout limits. It's daily payments if you wish. In fact, you can do it multiple times a day. If you had a really good day trading, you could do withdrawals whenever you want. There's no deal restrictions. There's no bonus restrictions, 24/7 support, and very simple, straightforward analytics. Additionally, these are the four ways that you're able to earn here. Number one is through your trader returns. Whoever you're using as the trading strategy, be it a human or automated trading, meaning robotic trading, as those returns come in, that shows up in your account and your compounding is taking place. Then affiliates also receive a percentage of the directs, meaning the people that they enroll. There's a percentage of the profit. With most of the copy trading strategies, you're able to earn a percentage of the profit directly from the trader. The third item here is the fees that are charged by RoboForex. This is paid through 5 levels, and they range from 35% to 10%, depending on the level, and I'll show you the detail on that. And then there's a nice bonus as you start to earn more money, dependent on the overall earnings that you have. You'll see how you're paid on that bonus. So the first example I want to show you, let's say you have a $5,000 account, and this is completely just kind of an arbitrary number. It's not suggesting that you're going to earn 23%. It's showing it as an example. So you have a $5,000 account. Let's say the account earns 23%. That would be an $1,150 gross profit. Multiply that times 0.7. And in this particular case, I'm showing a fairly common strategy that the traders use. They say, okay, we're going to charge 30% for our trading, meaning 0.3. So to get the net amount that you're going to take from the 1150 gross, it would be 0.7 times that gross amount, and you're going to earn $805. That is your 70%. The trader has taken 30% off the top for their fee out of the profit, but they only pay this if they've earned you a profit. They don't pay it. You don't pay it unless there's a profit earned on your account. Now, the affiliate part, let's say that you find 5 people and they say, well, how did you come aboard? And typically they'll do what you did, so that if you came aboard with 5,000, they say, okay, I'll do the same thing. You have then 5 people, that's 25,000 times 23%. Let's say the return was a constant. I wish it was like that. It isn't. But let's just say, for example, that was the profit percentage. You'd earn, the gross profit would be $5,750. Multiply that times 0.3. That's the trader percentage that the trader earns. That means there's a $1,725 gross profit divided in 2. This is the amount you take home out of that money. The trader would receive $862, and so would you, by being the affiliate that referred that trader. Now, how you're paid the 5-tier part of the compensation, this again is on the fees that the broker charges for their services. And every time you enter a trade, there's a spread in between the bid and the ask, meaning the buy and the sell price. And that is then paid out over 5 levels, as you see here: 35% on your first level, 20% on your second, 15% on your third, 12.5% on your fourth, and 10% on your fifth. And this was something actually that I was kind of dismissive of when I first enrolled with Robert in this company. And I was wrong. This is a lot of money. I mean, it's like insane amount of money as you start to have assets under management, meaning people putting, more and more money into their trading, which if they're getting good results, they typically do. Well, that's the power of this. And you start to see names pop up in the list that you don't know. In fact, I just recently broke into level 5, and it took a while. It didn't happen overnight, but it took a little while to get there. But here's the thing: I don't know any of these people on level 3, 4, and 5. I mean, hardly any of them. There's a couple of them I know, but most of them I don't. They're from places in different places around the globe. Good on them. I help them, if they have questions, and I want to support them, but I have no idea how they found us. Somebody apparently liked what they saw and is telling them. There's the message. Now, if you earn between $100 and $500 on what I just showed you, you're going to get an extra 10% on the beginning of every month. Okay. If you earn between $500 and $30,000, you're going to get an extra 15%. So, on the first one, you get paid up to $50. On the second one, you get paid up to $4,500. And on the third one, if you are earning more than $30,000 on that 5-tier plan, there's a 20% bonus. In that case, you would start getting paid from $6,000 and up. And our Irish friend on the call with us here is in this category right here. He's in tier 2. I am in this now, just barely made it over the line, but this is really exciting stuff, man. Just the 5-tier plan, and this one is very lucrative for getting the broker split. That's just icing on the cake. So let's see here. Affiliate examples that I would cite just as a quick thing. Personally, I am clipping along right now around $40 a day with occasional spikes up to 300-ish. Robert's number is significantly higher than mine. I've seen it and I am envious. And he's cruising along, and he's just been time behind the wheel. He's been busy and he's very diligent. He does the work and he constantly is in front of new people and enrolling new people. Good model to follow. So I did, and I'm going to catch him. I will. I swear I will. I do compete. So these are some of the just kind of the overview of the affiliate plan. It's simple. It works. Again, you can add it to your trading account if you wish, and then grow your trading account more rapidly and accelerate the rate of compounding, or you can withdraw it. You can do whatever you wish. You can withdraw half of it and compound the other half. Your choice. How what you want to do and how you want to do it and how often you want to do it. Our job is just to show you what the choices are and make it easy to facilitate you making those choices. So with that, we have come to the conclusion of the presentation part of the call. What I'm going to do is ask you to get in touch with your introducer, get their link, and then we're going to take a quick little pause here, and I'm going to turn off the streaming and we can get into the Q&A section of the call today.